Welcome to the MoChill zone. Leave your worries and your troubles at the door. Take it away, Mots.
All right, welcome to the MoChill zone with your boy Maas
and Chili.
Today we have a very special guest. You know what? Today, pastor, and she's extraordinary, Elizabeth. We're going to let her introduce herself today. How about that? I'm going to do that. So tell everybody the extraordinary things you do, music, pastoring, everything you do. Please introduce yourself, ma'am.
Sure.
Yes.
I'm Pastor Elizabeth, and I first and foremost want to give all the glory to the Holy Spirit and Almighty God for whatever gifts or talents or
Amen.
contribution to society that I give. But basically, I have two websites, and one that focuses on the arts. And so I do a variety of singing, and I have abstract art, I have postcards, I have handbags, I have bookmarks that I'm designing, pottery, jewelry, but and a book. I have a children's book there called Listening. Nice. Yeah, Listening with Our Hearts. And the whole idea is that I want to give 30% to the shop, and then the other 70% I want to slice in half, and half toward me and half toward children with St. Jude. That are battling cancer. So that's the whole idea.
That's great.
So that's my mission in regards to the arts. And arts is just a huge part of me because I put my heart, body, mind, soul, hands into it, to everything that I'm doing. But secondly, my other website is just focused on the church. Okay. So the Yeshua House of Israel. And the whole idea is to focus on offering love and support and resources, and to emphasize restoration and healing of the people. Because I volunteer as a crisis counselor on the hotline for the youth, California Coalition for Youth. But I also volunteer for, it's called My Sister's House.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Yeah, so My Sister's House.
Wow. I've heard of them.
Yeah, it's awesome. So any adults, like women or men that are victims of sexual assault, domestic violence, trafficking, and hate crimes.
It's awesome.
It's focusing on trying to get them into housing, get them free legal services, counseling, all of that.
It's really good.
The main thing is make sure they're safe.
That's most important, right?
So when I hit up the streets, when I get out at Cesar Chavez Plaza on the 1st and 3rd of every month with myself and Tommy and other volunteers in my team, nobody's better than anybody else. We're all equal.
That's
in the
awesome.
eyes of God, we're just there, hey, look, what do we need to do? Someone's hungry, feed them. Okay, someone's depressed, encourage them, pray for them,
That's cool.
offer them support. If someone, because I'm dealing with all walks of life. I'm dealing with people that are mental health, incarceration, victims of sexual assault, domestic violence, right? Just all walks of life, children even.
Wow.
So I'm seeing children out where, we have to get them food and meet their emergency needs. So I want to keep people alive. I want to keep people healthy, a roof over their head, help them on their goals for restoration and healing and recovery.
Beautiful.
Rehabilitation, whether it's drug addiction, alcohol abuse, depression, whatever. But whatever they need, I want to address their needs and do whatever I can as a crisis counselor, as a person who used to be a mental health worker at Sac County.
Wow.
Through Schmick.
Yeah, I used to work there actually.
Yeah.
There and Crestwood Manor. I was a counselor before I went into the military. That's what I did for many years actually. I was going to go into that field, and I got out of it when I went in the military and we went to business and sales. So, but yeah.
Oh, that's
We'll talk off camera about that later.
Yeah,
so
sure. So I'm able to use that. I'm able to use the psychology background, use the pastor role.
It's nice.
I'm not trying to convert anybody. I believe in what I believe in as a Christian, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, but I'm not there to convert anybody, control anybody, judge anybody, whether you're LGBT, whether you're, this skin color, this income, this political affiliation. Beautiful. All that doesn't matter to me, and it doesn't matter to God, honestly.
Amen.
I'm just there to say, hey, everybody jump on board.
I knew it was not like you. I knew it was not like you.
Yeah, this is a community thing. This is a neighborly thing. Push aside all that garbage and all that discrimination and just it's unnecessary, and all that hatred and judgment, and that's not the energy and the vibe that I want. I want to have MoChill type of attitude.
Hey,
There
that's
we
our
go.
that's our
Nice.
attitude. Same attitude we got. Same attitude. Trust me.
MoChill.
Yes, the same
Yeah.
attitude. So we
So-
appreciate
Yeah,
you.
no.
So,
Getting into what I really want to know is,
Well, can I say
Music?
something
Go-
just
yeah,
first?
yeah, please.
I appreciate that your church uses Jesus' Hebrew name
oh,
as a Jew
yeah.
instead of his Greek name.
yes, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah. Just wanted to say I noticed.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that. And yeah, it's support of Israel. But to me, the meaning of Israel is not just the Jews.
For sure.
It's Jews, Muslims, and Christians. It's the restored Israel, the renewed Israel.
Cool.
And it's about all people coming together as one people.
That's the
It's
page
the
I'm
Jews
on.
and Gentiles, all nations, all
I'm
people.
the same way.
Healing and restoration of nations, and that we're all one. And that's where my music comes in, because that's where the passion, that's where the fire comes in. I love to sing.
Nice.
So I have separate, which is I want to do recordings with.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And that's why I want to start out, like, because the music, everything. So now, what I want to know is, before you get into all that and the music comes in, what got you into what you're doing now, and who were some of your biggest influences that got you involved in that?
I guess
what you're
both
doing now.
sides of it. What
Yes.
got you into
And everything like
pastoring
past-
and
I'm ta-
what got
yes.
you into
I'm talking about from the beginning. I'm talking about from whoever got you to be you, who you are today. Your influences on both sides and what did that? Because that's important to me. That's why I really do this, because I really want to know, like, your passion, who got you,
What
why
makes
you do what you
people
do, and who got you to do what you did. Because that for me is a thing that shows who you are as a person, a being, and it shows where you're moving forward as individuals and
and
as
everybody
people.
can learn from those.
Yes.
Right. Well, okay, interesting. Okay, well, in the beginning as a child and growing up in a divorce home and what
Okay.
have you, I had, I guess, a gift to sing, right? And I guess wasn't aware that I'd have a future singing, moving forward, but I would sing my sister to sleep
Okay.
as a little girl. She had she was 2 years older than I was. So she had a hard time sleeping. So I would do that, and I would also get on the piano.
Wow.
And I'd start playing by ear. I'd do it with like one hand, like The Rose, Bette Midler, and different
okay.
songs.
Oh yeah, my mom used to. Yeah, trust
And
me.
I'd start singing, and then my mom would be like, "Nobody in the family's talented. We never introduced music to you, and nobody sings. Nobody does. Where did you get it from?" All I could say is "Glory be to God" on that one, right?
Nice.
So I realized that as I sang, it brought healing to people. It brought peace and healing, but it also brought people and communities and cultures and ideals together.
Right.
I noticed that it made people happy. So I'd go, it's karaoke, I'd record, and couples that were engaged or married, and they would slow dance to a song and say, "Hey, thank you. That was a song that we did in high school, whatever," and it just
Beautiful.
was great, or something
That's
like
awesome.
that. So bringing people together. So I'd say that's the music part. Now, in regards to the church, that's interesting. I had a near-death experience.
Okay.
Okay, and I felt that as I came out of body, and I had a crash. It was
Wow.
involving, being at a party when you're in high school. Parents came home, some yuppie party in big mansion house. Parents busted the kids, said everybody leave. I couldn't walk, and the boys spiked the drink. But to make this was a long time ago,
Yeah.
like about maybe 19 years old. But I waited. I didn't drive, and then we proceeded to drive the next day. But make a long story short, we were in a crash.
Wow.
This was a fatality crash. This was a car that was absolutely totaled. Like if you take a Coke can, you smash it, and that I felt and heard God say, "You're okay. I've got you." I felt the physical hand of Almighty God, like the physical hand.
Wow.
And remember, sober, aware, fully conscious at this point. Shoved my body to the right, did a little twist like that, and then I guess
Avoided the being. Yeah.
the car, because the car didn't have power steering, and I was in an area in Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
Okay.
We both. I've been in New York now. I can say that. So before I can never say that, but yeah, I've been
Not
there,
Buffalo, though.
Yeah, but I've been to Buffalo. Right?
And
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
I wasn't from there.
Okay.
But my
Oh,
mom
okay.
lived there, so I was in a part of Kenmore. It was a part that I wasn't familiar with, and the roads and all of that. I
Okay.
wasn't there that long. I was going to an all-girls prep school, and the girlfriend from that area said, "Watch out! You got to turn the car." Right at that point, and being there's no power steering, I said, "What?" And then that's when I could barely move the car out
Right.
of the wheel.
Yeah, because you can't power steering. You
So
can't turn it. Right.
apparently I went right into the tree, pulled the tree out of its roots. Like we're talking like a major tree. And so I literally felt out of body. I was not in my body. So I must have been in transition between death and dying and alive.
Wow.
And so what happened was I can hear airplanes like helicopters, ambulances would sound like a multitudes of people surrounding the scene and going, oh my gosh, look at that. Like I can hear things. So my senses were intact, but I was not in my body. So then I kind of blacked out.
Wow.
Now when I woke up, I ended up in a hospital. And that's where the CHP officers that said, hey, look, we have worked this beat for like 45 years, and we've had a lot of fatalities and a lot of like accidents like this. And they said, you know what, this God of yours must really love you and be looking out for you, because we have never ever seen somebody come out like this alive. And if supernaturally they ever came out alive, they would be like totally decapitated.
Right.
Like
or messed up in the
right,
process.
like with what we saw. So it was that moment, it was that experience. And then if we fast forward, I moved back to California 1 year later.
Okay.
I had a real holy angel encounter in Marin County.
Okay.
When I was working cafe, an old man, just like Jesus said, you never know, you come across a stranger, whether you entertain an angel of God unaware. Yeah, so that happened. So the angel gave me a message, a letter spoken, said, I know you may think this is crazy, and you may not believe it, it's true, but I'm an angel of God sent from heaven, and I was sent down for you, and I'm here to warn you. They gave me a warning about, and called me to be holy and live love. Live in love, live in goodness, send good vibes and kindness to people and humanity. Don't be out for yourself.
Right.
It's about community, and it's about unity. It's not about the me, the I.
Right.
And I mean, of course, they didn't say it in those words, but that was the message.
Message, right.
So that message basically was a big eye opener for me, a big, huge transition. And then I just had these prophetic dreams and these callings to go to the Holy Land, to go to Israel over and over again, and to start an outside the walls church, a church in motion. So a home-based church, but an outside the walls church, a church in motion. In other words, don't be sitting in the pews. Don't be like all comfortable and just doing this little club and all about money and politics and judgment. And no, it's about just getting out there in the field and helping the people need. Whatever, in any way, shape, or form that needs to be done, just get into the grind. Put your hand to the plow and start working. Do what you need to do for humanity. And all people are welcome on board.
Awesome.
So it's these miracle experiences, it's the gifts that God gave me as a child, and that He's called me forward to be a pastor, be a crisis counselor, sing and record music, and spread the love, spread the energy, spread the kindness, spread the story. Because music is about, whether it's rap or whatever, music itself tells you a story. It's a soul journey.
Right.
Okay? Whether you have a cuss word in it or not, it's your experience.
Absolutely.
And it's communication. It's your own language. And it's about sharing your language, sharing your soul, sharing your identity of what you have become or who you are, what you've learned, what you've experienced in this world, whether it's good or bad, whether you succeed or fail, whether you hurt or feel great. It's the emotional experience and the reality of what you experience that you can sing about. So in my opportunity, I get to sing about it. I want to preach about it, and I write about it. So I published 5 books as well.
Wow.
To share what I've, shared with you.
Right. That's awesome.
With the world, to inspire them.
Right.
Give them hope.
Well, transitioning that, your books, you said you have 5 books, right?
Yes.
Okay. What was your first book you wrote?
The first book was called Come Discovered the Unveiled Hidden Treasures of the Deep Seas. It's a book of poetry.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
The second one was called Rescued by the Hands of the One True Light. That talks about near-death experience, angel encounters, more than one. It talks about some very traumatic events that I went through in my life. And I don't want to offend or hurt anybody that might be involved in that story. So I don't want to give their detail. But
no, you shouldn't have to, though.
Yeah, but there was some very traumatic, like crisis trauma experiences that literally I was snatched out of that pit. I was snatched out of that dark situation. every single time God never failed me. And so he told me, like literally the audible voice of God in the Spirit said, write about it, but don't get the glory for it. It's not about you and fame and money and all that. It's about a message. It's about a testimony. It's about how I touched you, impacted your life, how I saved you and snatched you out of the enemy's grip, out of the grip of death.
Right.
I literally pulled you out of the fiery furnace or the lion's den. So now I did that for you. Let us share what I've done for you so that can inspire and encourage and give hope to others that are battling their own struggles and whatever hardships that they're going through.
Wow.
I
was going to ask him a bunch of questions.
I'm always interested in process. I mean, I've tried to write a book with my dad. We've kind of shifted to a podcast. So it's really difficult to actually complete a book. I was just wondering, how do you go about doing that in terms of process? Like, how long did it take? And, like, did you have to put yourself on a regimen, or did it just, like, come out of you?
Yes. Well, that's a very good question. And I had been divorced, and then I was engaged multiple times. And I broke off those engagements because they were very controlling, very jealous, and very stifling. So they were basically trying to hinder me from my growth, hinder me from my progress and my mission and the calling of God to publish, to sing, to do counselor, to be pastor, to be artist, and all those different areas. God had a plan for me because he wanted me to do all of that so I could raise money for kids with cancer, so I can help the homeless, I can help the drug addict, whatever it may be. All of us help ourselves.
Yes, no, it's cool.
We're,
right.
Nobody's perfect.
No one is perfect. You're absolutely right.
We ourselves need help. Help.
Yes.
For sure.
We're not.
We all do.
Yeah, so that's the beauty of it. And so my point is, when I ended those engagements and gave the ring back, then I had an opportunity to travel around the world. I had an opportunity to meet different people.
That's dope.
I had an opportunity to say, hey, look, I'm going to put myself aside and I'm going to finish what I always wanted to do in my mind and heart and soul that people were stopping me and hindering me from doing. They were jealous and controlling and so trying to hold me down. And one said that I need to suppress my spirit. One relationship said, pointed their finger and said, you need to suppress your spirit. And so when I heard those words, I realized that was toxic, dysfunctional.
Right. Of course.
And that was not my purpose or calling in this world. I had too much to do in this world to make an impact and ripple effect around the world around me with the gifts and talents that God had given me for his perfect purpose and glory, right?
Nice.
So the book, each book could take, it could take about a year or half a year per book. I mean, if you really focus and you're doing that full time.
Yeah.
And I tried really hard to find free images.
Wow.
For example, a book with colored illustrations, like in here, like you see these colored illustrations. I was able to get that free, but normally that they would charge a lot of money per image and having to get the permission, the legal permission for that image as well. So
was it like fair use type of images, or did you like talk to individual artists?
No, I had to go through all the different sites till I finally found freeimages.com.
Got
Heads
it.
up.
Yeah.
Free images.
Shout out.
Yeah, it was great. And then you can just do a search on what you need. It's wonderful.
That's dope. That's
so
really cool.
I devoted myself full time because I live alone. In a 1-bedroom with my birds and
That's
multiple.
Awesome. What's their names? What kind of
they're
birds?
all like 12 of them.
Okay.
Wow. Nice.
That's cool. I'm gonna call you the bird lady. That's cool. I love it.
We have Hanukkah.
Yeah.
We have Israel. We have Judah, Jerusalem.
Wow,
all
you
kinds of
love
sunshine.
it.
all
See?
my Davids.
You make him happy over here. He's good.
Judah
Yeah.
Maccabee.
Yes, and it's my little heaven. So in this apartment.
What type of birds?
Oh, cockatiel and parakeet.
Yes, I knew it was a parakeet. I knew at least had to be one of them had to be a parakeet. I already knew that. I was wondering, I didn't know the rest of them though.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
So,
that's cool.
so it's like
That's
my
dope.
little paradise. So I decorate my little apartment that's small, but I call it my mansion in the sky.
Do they sing?
It's like heaven on earth.
Do any of them sing?
They sing,
Okay.
and a few of them had talked, but one flew away, one had to be euthanized, and then I have like 12. But yeah, they sing. Very Menorah
Okay.
is very much a talker and likes to sing.
So she's a light.
whistles.
You would say she's a light.
Yeah.
See, he knows because he has his
menorah,
bed.
the light. It was a
Yes,
bed.
that's right. That's good. You know? And no, it's interesting because this one's trying to talk and sing and really playful and interactive. So much fun. And so I let them out. They like fly around and
That's
they
cool.
have little playground areas, little designated areas that they can hang out and chill on, and they love it.
Nice.
What's the most interesting thing about birds that people don't know?
That they're like people. They're very much like people. They're a spirit. They're a soul, just like we are. They're in a different like a different container or body than we are, but they are very much like people. They have the same emotions and hormones and neurotransmitter things that we have. Like they get depressed, they get happy, they get fearful, they get jealous, they get angry. They fight over toys, fight over territory, food. They have the little selfish part of the human self that comes out. And they also do require a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Like you don't just walk in their room and ignore them. Like, oh, like you're all busy. I feel badly when I'm working on a book and I have to be really isolate. I have to really focus and isolate and not answer the phone, not open the door, pray. I didn't mention that before, but that's how I publish all these books. I have to pray, ask God for help, intervene divinely, tell me what to do, and boom.
Yeah,
It's done.
I do it every day, all the time when I do my writing. I write every day, so.
Right,
Yeah.
but the birds are all part of that peace, that peaceful, tranquil, inspiring, creative environment for me.
I like watching a lot of bird content on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. I think how my algorithm got trained was there was ZZ Top. He's a parrot owner, and he was singing a bird, and the bird's just like. I was just like, I love this. This is definitely my lane.
Oh yeah, and I dance with them. I'll put on like when I'm singing. They're
question.
in my recording.
Yeah,
So
that was my next question. So you already answered that question without me asking it. So go ahead. Yeah, I was going to ask you, do you put them in your recordings? Have you ever? But yeah.
Yes, and they're in those songs, and it's appropriate for songbird because it's about birds.
Yeah.
But that's why I was saying, I probably need you to help me record over here. And
absolutely.
Stuff like
Absolutely.
That.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
okay.
And we can also bring stuff there, equipment, because we travel. We've got some stuff in the laptop, everything, and we can bring sound over there to where you're stepping and capture the sound, any sounds, any ambience in there too, also with the birds too.
Yeah.
We can do
Okay.
that also. Yes.
Yeah,
We're
that would
pretty
be
mobile.
Yeah, we can do that too. But we actually have a great sound system upstairs for the microphones. That kind
Have
of
you
stuff.
ever heard of Hate Beak?
8-beat.
Hate Beak?
Oh no. What
It's
is this?
a heavy metal band that's fronted by a parrot.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. No, I have to look that up.
Yeah. I don't know if his lyrics are very PC or not, but
right, exactly. They can pick up certain sounds. And
yeah.
Like like one of mine. I use the microwave a lot. Like heat up for tea or their noodles or whatever.
Yeah.
And it goes beep 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 beep, and then the menorah goes beep 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 right at the same time as imitating the beeping sound.
I love
great.
it. I love it.
It's so comical.
That's
So
so
that's
awesome.
another thing. They're very comical. They
Right.
have these very funny personalities. One's flipping upside down and doing weird things like a monkey, like a chimpanzee, and doing twists
Wow.
and playing, with a toy and all that. And so they do have a sense of humor for sure.
That's good. I like that.
That's great.
Um,
How about we usually ask a question about your Mount Rushmore
I was going to get to that, but you beat me to it. Go ahead.
of
Hold my
musical
question.
artists. I mean, it can be an instrumentalist, a vocalist, whatever. The 4 people that you would say inspire you the most to do what you do musically.
Well, other than God himself, which is always my number
Sure.
one, I'll say Tracy Chapman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tracy Chapman, because she, she's very smart. She went to Tufts University. An old
Absolutely.
boyfriend of mine went there, and she just started at the college, and she built herself up to be where she's at. And secondly, she's very politically involved, like Bruce Springsteen and others that are really engaged in peace around the world, or anti-apartheid, and certain issues. And third, she's very generous with her money. So there's a lot of times she says, you know what, I don't want to take any money for I just want to donate everything toward a cause. It can be like cleaning the earth, and, helping kids that are starving. And she's always so selfless. And she's very humble. And with her beauty and her talent, and I'm talking internally and externally,
Right.
and brains, sharp as attack. She is definitely very involved in her community.
Nice.
Very down to earth. She's not snotty or arrogant. I think she's better than anybody because her money, her status, her fame.
It's nice. I love it.
And very humble and meek about it, and just a kind of person like that you would just want to hang out with, just at a local bar or whatever, or a cafe, and just chill with, and she just treats you like anybody else.
That's great.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've got three more.
Three more.
Oh, three more.
Three more.
No, yeah.
Yours,
Chase Chapman,
Tracy Chapman, and then your other three Mount Rushmore
Oh,
members.
Oh yeah, the other. Okay, well, BB King.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he's great. You know, with the
My mother sang with him, so
Huh?
my mother sang with him.
Oh
my
yeah.
mother got a chance to sing with BB King, so it's awesome.
Right.
Cool.
Exactly. And I mean, I have to say, you know, I do like Bob Marley because I think he's been in. You know, I've seen his movie and stuff like that. I've been to Jamaica, but the thing about him is that he loved children. I never had children, and I always wanted to adopt kids and open up an orphanage. And I don't have the money in the home to do that. But if I did, I'd be doing that in a heartbeat. If someone said, "Hey, look, I'll give you this house, adopt your kids," I'd do it in a heartbeat.
That's awesome.
But it's like he loved kids. He was always trying to help, you know, spread love and peace around the world. And he also fed his community. What I do down at Cesar Chavez when I preach and pray and give food and clothes out with the team, he's a part of that. You know, in as far as he impacted me, he influenced me.
Me too.
Of the kind of human being he is and the kind of soul he had.
Yeah,
so
he brought me
I
back
have so
from
many
atheism.
different musicians, like, you know what I mean? Like I've seen Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Nice.
I've seen
I've seen
like I've seen Beastie Boys in concert. I've seen
I've seen him in concert.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I seen him. I said, wait a minute. I'm trying to think. Wait, it's been a while. Yeah, I saw him a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I've seen certain things like that, and I love so much variety. You know what I mean? I can't say I only like one type. R&B is cool, you know, and some rap when it's you know, it's a certain type.
We're not talking about something that's of substance, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I appreciate all artists. To be honest with you,
Wow.
yeah, I mean, I think that, like I mentioned earlier, it's an expression of the soul. And sometimes I can listen to like hard rock and like an AC/DC song. You know,
We went and seen the ACD.
My hearing's never
I have
gonna
to
be
be
the same.
honest. A long time ago, it's kind of funny.
They're awesome
but
too, by the
I
way, in
had
concert.
I had girlfriends that were models a long time ago when I was younger, and one was an actress and models, and they tried to get me to do this bikini dance or something, or this to win money or something. And I had just broken up with a boyfriend, and it wasn't my style, and I wasn't the kind of girl to try and get attention or show off myself. Okay, only for your spouse or your boyfriend, whatever.
Yeah.
But this time around, I was all upset. You know, you just broke up a relationship. They acted like, you know, not so nice, and you're like, the girls are pressuring me. Come on, we can win $250. You can put on a bathing suit. So that's one of the songs I chose, which that's the only thing that kind of brings a little wild hair out of me. It
Shook me all
night long.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On.
Yep.
Let's Get It On. I love that.
Yes,
that
that's
one
an awesome
is-
song.
Yeah.
I never got to see him in concert. I was too young. I wish I
Me
could have seen
too.
him in concert, but I didn't get to see him in concert.
Right, and then there's my stepdad loved what is his name? Oh gosh, you know the one that sings the White? Barry White.
Barry White. Yes.
So back when I was married, my ex-husband loved Barry White. It was very kind of sexy.
Yes.
You know, romantic.
Oh yeah, he's just.
So I have to say I like Barry White too. I have to throw that in there. I know you said 3.
That's okay. You know
That's
what?
good. Those are all good.
You're good. You're good. What it really does, it lets us know, like, kind of what your influences, how you made you who you are today. So people who you kind of like, kind of shapes you who you are. They can make up because, like you said, Bob Marley, Tracy Chapman. That's a big part of who you are. You know what I mean? And that shows you who you are as an artist. And you're being like, and those people were transcending people and are transcending people still. Some of them, and they affect people in different ways around. You know what I mean? Which is awesome.
Yeah, that's a good point. point because if I think about songs that I've sung of other people's songs, other than songs that I've created on my own, that I've done my own music, that's more on the religious side
Absolutely.
or whatever, is like
I do both, so.
is like Melissa Etheridge, Sarah McLachlan, and Fleetwood Mac. Those three bands have greatly influenced my songs. And those right there, those three combined.
Fleetwood Mac is.
I've seen them in concert, by the way.
I think I'm. It's fair to say that Fleetwood and Mac are the best rhythm section in rock and roll.
Yeah. I would say that.
They're so good.
They're
so tight.
Yeah, they're so good.
Aren't they good? Stevie Nicks, like
she's awesome.
Yeah.
Right? Like just that rhythm section, they don't get enough props.
Yeah.
Because it's just like that bridge to dreams, you know, just so tight. Like they're not doing anything crazy, but it's just the groove is just palpable.
Yeah, you can hear it. It's harmonics together. You can hear everything.
Right,
yeah,
right.
So it sounds really
I have
good.
to do because I can fluctuate my voice in different ways or have different sounds, and I do know that I have been very much influenced by them and looked up to them through the years, and always wanted like sing a particular song that's my favorite and practice to sing it the way they do it and that sort of thing. Yeah.
Well, we'll definitely be working together because we have music. I write and produce. He writes and produces, and we write and produce together, and we write and produce for other people and teams of people. So we write for movie scores and that kind of stuff like that, movies, that kind of thing we do. So we definitely will need your help, and we always collaborate. We're always looking for new artists to come out and collaborate with for the music that we do have, because we're just trying to create music and break down barriers. Like, it don't matter what kind of music you do, we can do everything. Because if you he'll tell you his background in music. I come from a classical background and classical because I played violin, and my mom did jazz and blues and everything else, and so obviously R&B and rap I came from too, because being younger. So I'm a very eclectic background. I like everything, and he'll tell you his side. But I'll let him tell him himself.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Oh yeah, and I mean I started
Great.
playing guitar.
It's good to know. Thank you for sharing that.
Started playing guitar for punk rock. It's kind of where I came from, but I always listened to hip hop growing up. Then got it really into reggae and Sublime and those sort of bands, and then kind of just like got into jazz and blues and R&B. Been there for 15 years now or so.
Oh, nice.
yeah. I've been since the womb. I came out.
Right. So did you like The Cure?
Oh, I love The Cure.
I love The Cure. I saw them in concert.
I saw them like 10 years ago.
Did you?
So good. Robert is a brilliant man.
Wow. And now what about Joe Satriani or...
Satch is crazy. Yeah. That guy's an insane guitar. I mean, it's almost too good. He's too perfect. No, I'm just kidding. You can't be too perfect. But
Well, I mean, about as close as you can get.
Satch Boogie, the Silver Surfer album, that's great. I love that stuff.
Right, exactly. Oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah, I can relate to that myself.
There's a guy named Guthrie Govan who's like,
I haven't.
he's like kind of a new shredder, like kind of like guitar soloist. He is like, I think one of the best guitarists I've ever seen.
Wow.
Yeah, he is. He has jazz influences, but like also is a shredder, kind of like Joe Satriani in a way. And he's pretty great.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Eric Clapton's good at the fast hand.
Oh yeah.
He's dope. I've seen him a couple times.
I've only seen him once.
We went to the Crossroads Festival.
I didn't go to that. Did I go to that?
You did, but you went home early.
That's right. I went home early. I saw him anyways. But I saw him. That's why I saw him and I left. That's right. I did see him play because he played throughout the whole couple times.
Yeah, he played. He played with.
But I had seen him before a long time ago. I think it was an MTV thing. I think he came out with. I can't remember exactly.
He played with ZZ Top that night.
Yeah, it was. That's. I think.
Did he?
Yeah.
I think that's my way back in the day. I might have seen it.
He came out with John Mayer too.
Who the heck was that? It was a big concert. Don't get me on a tangent. There's so many concerts I've been to. I can't even remember all the concerts I've been to. But that's awesome that you.
So we've gotten through music and books. How about your counseling? I know you mentioned a couple of places you worked, but how about like what's your message to somebody that's in crisis right now?
Yeah, and then on top of that, what I'm gonna do before we bring your friend in too, because I want to ask both you questions. You're doing that. What would you say to a young you? In that two-part question, you're gonna say a young you. What would you tell somebody who's struggling like that, and possibly maybe want to go into the field you're going into right now, and how to navigate through that?
Okay, so going through like the trauma and crisis.
Yes,
mean, and-
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and then
Yeah,
how?
because I think it kind of goes hand in hand. What the question he asked,
Yeah.
along with that, I think it goes hand in hand. So I kind of want you to touch bases on that, and then
How
we'll
do you put out the fire, and then how do you thrive like you
exactly
thrive?
how you thrive in it. Yeah, because it's very important. Because the reason why we started this in the first place is a message out there because to let people know that hey, no matter what you've been through, you can do things if you keep moving forward and keep it positive. But also, you gotta be able to reach out and let people know. And if you don't do change and know, you're never gonna you know
Like
what I mean?
Uncle Ray
That's
says,
true.
you got to
So,
do the work.
Right.
Yeah, that's an
Yes.
excellent question. Well, I think number one is to find a good support system.
Okay.
Find good friends that are positive. You don't want to surround yourself by narcissism and
Absolutely.
toxic people
Absolutely.
and jealous people
Yes.
and people
So good.
trying to, steal your light that is waiting and destined to shine. And so to understand and that it's very important birds of feather flock together. And to just have that very healthy, positive, encouraging, inspirational people around us. But I think secondly, volunteering in our community in that area.
So cool. That's so cool.
So
Yes.
because you've been through it.
Absolutely.
So if you're
Yeah.
going through the storm, you're going through the waves, you're going through some trials and tribulations in your life, maybe you've come out of it, or maybe you're still almost out of it, or wherever phase you're at, or you want to get out of it. There's no better way than to be able to be around other people that have been through something similar as well, or to be able to volunteer in your community in that area to help support that cause.
I love that.
So that way to give back. For example, if you were a rape victim, to be able to answer the hotline like I have,
Right.
to be able to be like, hey, I'm here, that it's safe, it's confidential, nobody's judging you.
Right.
I want you to feel comfortable here. Don't share anything that you don't feel comfortable to share. And that life is difficult, life is hard for all of us. We've all made mistakes.
Absolutely.
But you know what? There's light at the end of the tunnel. There's, tomorrow's a new day. You can turn the chapter in your life, and start over. So I think that's really important to know, and to really spend that time of self-care too. Like find hobbies that you enjoy that's healing, whether it's art, whether it's music, whether it's cooking, whether it's exercising, whatever, it could be anything that brings you joy or brings you peace, or that's like a part of you, is a part of your soul that needs to have a voice, that needs to be expressed.
I like that.
And to be able to release that, and
Yeah.
to be open and open your heart to that.
It's
And
good.
to know that wounds will heal and that we will overcome
Beautiful.
those difficulties. And that they can have that opportunity, to do that. When you help somebody else out, it actually can help yourself.
Absolutely.
It's medicine for
It
the
is.
soul. And
Absolutely.
it's like, to mending for the heart.
I'm on the same page you are. So
Yeah.
I knew the reason why we met. I knew the reason why we connected because that's like I think the same way. I think the same way, and those who know me know that already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So absolutely.
Before we get Tommy in here, could you talk a little bit about your physical art, I guess you would say the fine arts?
Yeah, the fine
Yeah.
arts, yes.
His mother's an artist, so
Yeah.
yes.
I just had cut my finger. I'm trying to do some pottery in my
Wow.
place the other day. But no, so basically, the arts is this. There's one section that's just jewelry. Like I made this, for example.
Oh, wow,
Okay.
that's great.
Okay, so it's real abalone and it's real
Wow.
crystal and different stone. And then these pieces came from the Holy Lands, from Israel.
Okay.
That was from another part of a necklace that I ripped apart and then used the bead to make my own.
Wow, nice.
Right?
Nice.
So making jewelry that from the earth, that's natural. Okay. I don't want plastic or anything like that, but I want to put in there like natural turquoise, natural pearls, natural crystals, amethyst, anything that's natural. Because I believe there's spirit and soul to everything, and
absolutely.
that includes in the elements. That's where there's healing through crystals and things of that, and stones, and it's been proven from thousands of years
Oh,
ago, back to Babylonians and Incas and Egyptians.
Well,
And
I did massage and chakras and that kind of stuff, so I know a lot
Yes.
about that stuff.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
for
So,
you,
I feel it's very healing. It's and energizing. It can be very energizing. So jewelry is one, and then as far as painting, abstract art.
Oh, okay.
So I like to use geometrical designs, different
Okay.
colors.
Like
I usually like
cubism?
more vibrant
Yes.
colors
Nice.
because it's what I'm feeling inside,
Good.
and it's like, and I want to give that love, that light, that energy, that power of God, that influence, that wisdom, knowledge, everything to be released through the color, through the shades, through the designs, through the texture. So I very much love that. And I'll use sometimes mixed media. So I'll take different objects and glue it on where I painted.
Okay.
And use a fork and to get different texture.
That's cool.
Nice.
So I really love that. So abstract art. So then I take that abstract art and then I make like handbags out of it, or like an apron, for example, or like postcards. I just design a postcard with some poetry on the front that I have not printed out yet. And let's see, backpacks. So there's backpacks. And then I've done rings.
Okay.
Separate from necklaces. I've done pottery. So I love to do that by hands, not with the wheel.
Nice.
And so I really enjoy. It's just so exciting to me. I just love, because I have the creator inside me, as you do in you, and to know that. And I pray and ask God, help me. Let's make a masterpiece together. Show me what to do. You're my teacher, Holy Spirit. So let's do this. And I get down on the ground. I lay my surface and my platform, and I create through Him. And so I really enjoy that, and the books. So, and then the music.
Yeah.
So what I
like
want to do
all
is,
levels.
this is what I like to do is have one that's just more of religious song kind of thing on one CD that's separate, and one that's just other songs that I like to sing by the musical artists that I'm influenced by.
You're influenced by, right?
On the other.
Yes, that's awesome.
And I'd like to give it out as a free gift offering to society to raise money for kids with cancer.
Cool. We'll
Like,
definitely
it's
with that.
like, here, this is free, but if you would like, you don't have to. You're welcome. You can go to this website or this whatever,
That's
and you
awesome.
can donate toward the cause.
That's awesome. Well, we have music. I'd be more than happy to lend you there to do that cause. So you can go through. So I have some songs. So I'll definitely be more than happy to help with that too. So
Oh,
yes,
God
so
bless
yes,
you.
yes,
That's the one. Thank you so
definitely,
much.
yes.
I really appreciate that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, Tommy, you want to get up?
We're gonna bring Tommy in
Yeah,
now, so you guys can see. We're
Tommy.
gonna Tommy, the man who's been talking about. You guys get to see the voice with the face now. You get to see that in. So come on, Tommy, come on down. We'll have Tommy come on in and welcome first off. And you want to go ahead and tell the people who you are and express what you do in the world.
All right, my name is Thomas.
Okay.
I've been doing security for the past 8 years.
Okay.
I've also switched over to BTS, behavioral technician for the school district.
Okay.
But I've also done some volunteer work and different. I want to get my HTTP licensing, and also want it licensed and bonded for security, so I could contract myself out.
Nice,
Oh,
nice,
Cool.
awesome. So, what is it with the organization you guys do? What a part of it your role do you play, and how did you get into this? And what's the message you want to tell people out there who might be like trying to get into where you want to go to, and how to be a part of that and what to do?
I got involved with what Elizabeth is doing because of ours had a hard after serving and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
My story is involved in that too, as far as being awarded the court at 16 and being in group homes since I was 14, and I'm alumni from Sacramento.shop,
Okay.
which is a local orphanage, I guess.
Right. Yeah, I had someone used to work. My uncle used to work there too. So yeah, I know about. Yeah.
Right. That's kind of went a full circle as a BTS.
Okay. It's awesome.
That's great.
That's
to
really great.
like a 180, I guess.
That's
Giving
awesome.
back to the children that I was in that category, as far as being labeled ADHD and all kinds of different disorders that go along with not balancing your energies and sugar and caffeine. And
That's
stuff like
awesome,
that.
man. That's very awesome. So, well,
It's
really
great
quickly.
that you got
Yeah.
diagnosed.
Yeah.
So it's not just like some ominous thing. Hey,
So,
we
so
for you.
I think it's so important because we all have our things we do. I think it's so important that you be able to come over here and inspiration that you got through all that, and you're
Right.
here today doing that. But it's
Right,
most
right.
important that you are helping other people out
Yeah.
there who
Right.
might have the same and might be scared. So can you
Right.
talk a little bit about that, because that's so important, because this is what we do. This is why we're here.
Yeah,
It really is.
Well, I had an experience like Elizabeth, except mine was in juvenile hall. We call it Disneyland.
Yes.
And it was the San Joaquin Juvenile Hall, and I had a little experience with another kid, you know, and it kind of knocked me out. And anyway, I ended up getting a roommate that was not well, I guess, tried to carve on me. And,
I'm sorry to hear that.
I was the one that got in solitary confinement. This happened actually when I got transferred after 3 months because I didn't agree with the charges. It was a holding session in Stockton.
Okay.
And that's what I was saying with Keen.
Yes, sir.
And then I wrestled out of it, and I ended up running away to UOP, and I turned myself into UOP police. And then they booked me for assault, battery, and malicious mischief. And I didn't agree with the charges because I was just, you know, I didn't understand the charges.
Absolutely.
So I ended up staying 3 months, and then transferred to San Mateo Juvenile Hall, which is my hometown. Bay Area. It was more services.
Shout out out there. I know we got people. I used to work in the Bay Area too. So yeah,
Oh,
shout
yeah,
out,
yeah.
shout out.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did?
I used to work for the Giants and all the teams out there. Yeah, so I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
49ers, Giants, Raiders, all the concession teams, all that. I was in. Yeah, so yeah.
I can segue a little bit on that if you want.
Yeah,
so
please do.
my neighbor and my best friend, Jimmy Reed, I don't know where he's now, but he was my high school, elementary school best friend,
Okay.
Jimmy Reed. And his father, I think it was his father, he worked at the part-time at the Candlestick before they tore it down.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And he got for his son, right, Jimmy, tickets to be the ball boy, right?
Oh, that's dope. That's so
His
nice.
name. And so he was too shy.
Okay,
So he asked my parents and me if I wanted to do it. I said,
Wow.
"Sure."
that's pretty cool. How was
So
that?
I think 8 years old. I
Okay,
got
that's
to be the
cool.
ball boy.
All right, that's
And
awesome.
my name, Tommy Whitley, up in.
Wow.
That's pretty
Heights of
cool.
Candlestick.
That's
cool.
really cool, dude.
I
That's
have
really
it on
cool.
my Facebook, but
That's awesome. You have to
I,
share that picture. We'll share that picture if you show it. We'll
Sure.
put that out
Yeah,
there and share
yeah.
that for you. That's
Sure.
pretty
And,
cool.
and of your
Yeah.
work.
Yes,
too.
and yeah, absolutely, yes.
Experience of
Yeah,
lifetime.
thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sure.
I didn't quite understand it at 8, but it was like, well, looking at Giants, and they were San Francisco Giants, so.
Do you remember any of the stars?
No,
You're just a
and I
bunch
just
of-
remember
yeah,
these
a
giants.
big dude.
Like, sitting up at 8
You're
years
little,
old,
so
you
yeah,
know?
of course,
that
of
was
course,
it.
of course.
So I didn't really know it was that big a deal. I just know it was my best friend, and he was too shy to go, and I said, sure, why
That's
not?
awesome.
That's awesome.
But that's a little segue there.
No, that's good.
great.
So, okay, now I just really want to make sure, so we get it. Great to tell that story because if people know who you are and they can kind of
Right. Yeah,
get
yeah.
into this. We warm them. So, but really share what you guys do because it's so important. I don't want to lose sight of that.
Yeah.
Because people it's great. People are going to see this and all over the world. We're going to come out there. But the message that you guys really want to get out there to people, young, old, sick, healthy, black, white, no matter what color, green, I don't care.
Yeah.
What's the real message that you guys want to say? Because he's Jewish, I'm Christian, or you want to call, I'm like non-denominational kind of, but I was
Right.
raised. But like I said, because I don't like to be put in a box, because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just me, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But please express to people out there, what's the message?
So I think there's a lot of misunderstanding of all the disorders that have been labeled since the 70s, late 70s, 80s, 90s, all these mental health and personality traits that they label, put children in boxes and
Yeah.
this is that and that, from autism to ADHD.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of the genesis of being like kind of blackballed in life when I considered all the labeling, all the stigma surrounded by mental health, surrounded by all these disorders per se. And so that was really the genesis of my journey as far as being dysfunctional or labeled dysfunctional and more or less incorrigible throughout my life. And so that kind of genesis through my journey, which is a whole big journey. I don't want to open that can of worms quite yet, but other than that, it just delivered me from a lot of the stigma, a lot of the brainwashing or for the programming about labeling and dysfunction when I'm just really just an intelligent person, but I got labeled so many things. I fell into the trap of people's opinion more than my opinion of myself. And so that really just, kind of
Right.
made my journey a lot more harder.
I understand
Yes,
that.
and his
Yes, sir.
experience is with this journey of the mental health and the stigmas has led him to volunteer
Right, that's
for
what yes.
Yeshua House of Israel.
Yeah, okay, awesome.
Which ties it together.
Okay.
Because he responded to a post that I put on Nextdoor when I was recruiting. I was reaching
could
out
you
for
talk to
people
into the
to.
mic?
Oh yeah, no, the big. Oh no, the
handheld.
handheld. Yeah, so that way you have both
Oh,
of them. Yeah,
hello?
okay, you got
Can
you.
you
We're
hear?
good. Yeah,
Great,
perfect.
thank you.
So his expression of his past experience and some trauma he's been through and hardships due to the stigmas associated with mental illness led him to Yeshua House of Israel with me
That's
and
awesome.
the other team to help combat that and to show, hey, look, we're all equal on a different plane. We all have different experiences,
Absolutely.
beliefs, perspectives, experiences, traumas, successes, failures, whatever it may be. We've been through different parts of the world, but that we can all pull together as one, regardless of those differences, and not let that interfere, which led his heart and his spirit, what he shared with me, what you have shared with me, to want to volunteer, to want to help those that are hungry be fed, for those that need clothes to have clothes, for those
Right.
that need prayer or encouragement or emergency resources for housing or free medical care, right, or
awesome.
support groups, to meet their basic living needs, their essential needs. And many of them have the mental health diagnosis and
Right.
conditions out there, right? Or they are going through just trauma, and they're just going through, even those coming out of incarceration that have a hard time getting jobs because of the stigma attached to, oh, you know,
Absolutely.
you're a criminal, and they label them for the rest of their life.
For sure.
Yeah, and
And
they made a mistake, and then that's not that's not define you the rest of your life.
Right. So
Right.
So that's just what they did, not who they are.
Absolutely.
Right. And it's whatever you experience is not who you are, and so you are not trauma. You stepped out of it, and now you are helping in a very productive way. You're giving your heart and soul and time, even though he doesn't have a car at the moment, but he takes the bus down there
Wow. Nice.
on his own time
That's really
to join
admirable.
Yeshua
you
House
doing
of
that.
Israel
Yes, it
outside
really
the
is.
walls church with us on the 1st and 3rd of every month at Sunday at Caesar
Well,
Shabbos.
I was going to ask that question.
Rain
now.
or shine.
Yeah,
First
and
and
you're going to be blessed for that too. Trust me, you will. It may not seem like it now, but you will. Trust me. When it comes to you, you'll be like it'll be gratified. You know what I mean?
I'm sure it's already blessed.
Yeah, it's already blessing. We're already blessed when we woke up today. And you wake up every day. You wake up, you have a chance to be able to do whatever you're doing. Because no matter what you did yesterday, you wake up, you have a chance to rectify that situation, no matter what it is. So.
And just helping others is
Absolutely.
so healing in and of itself, I think. Just for me personally, it has been.
Yes, I mean, to be able to see somebody that was on the street and looking for housing, and there's one in particular named Gregory, and
I've been
I mean,
homeless, by the way, so I
Oh,
know
so-
the feeling. I've been through it. Been to jail. I've been homeless. I've been through it. I was in the military. I've been through it. Trust me. So I will tell I won't tell my story now, but I will gladly tell you off camera and talk about
I
that
would
in a
love
given
it.
time. Yes.
I would love to hear it.
Absolutely,
Because
yes.
Gregory, who's going to now volunteer with us on the 1st of March and on the 15th of
Mm-hmm.
March, was homeless, and I helped him get a place with
That's
God's
awesome.
help.
That's
With
great.
the Holy Spirit
That's
and
great.
That's
we
awesome.
got him off the street and got him into housing.
We
That's
love
great.
to hear
And
that.
now he's thriving, and it's been like about 2 years. And there's been others that had to help, but I mean, that's the one in particular that's still in contact. Okay, and it's going to be joining on Sundays.
That's
Wonderful.
awesome. So how many people do you guys have? You don't mind me asking. How many people do you guys totally have in your organization, or would you guys work or doing that actually at one time or another?
Well, including the children, there's like maybe about 10.
That's awesome.
Because a mother brings a couple of her
Yes.
kids, and the other
I see
brings
how it rolls.
a
It
couple of her
grows.
kids, and then we have some regulars. So I would say about 10 steady ones, because
I like
there's
that.
been some more that come and go, but they're kind of rifters, I call them,
Right.
which is nice. They showed up for the moment
Yeah.
or the season. But then there's those that are hanging in there when it's raining, when it's cold, when anybody can be watching the game on a
Absolutely.
Sunday.
Oh yeah.
or
Trust me, I know.
in the bar or whatever, or doing whatever they want in their free time. But guess what? They show up. And sometimes they're not even empty-handed. Sometimes they say, hey, look, I brought some water bottles. What do you think? Or I've got some toiletries. And I don't ask anything of anybody. I just ask for a set of helping hands.
Right.
And just open your heart and your hands. But when they come with
Nice.
something, that's an extra blessing and unexpected. And I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and you know, we put that. We obviously that's what we do. Is why we started this in the first place. So we will be reaching out, sponsors who help you with that, with people, and give it out. And obviously, we put this on our website, so all our social medias, it goes out to all the people. So that's why we ask that to get it out there. Anything you want to promote, it's not the first time. You guys want to come back again anytime, let us know, because this is what we do. This is very important. And when anybody's doing anything to help people and do the things that you're doing, I'm always going to get behind that. Because I know I'm saying always going to get behind that. I'm 100% going to get behind that, because I know, and when you always put him first, I'm always going to get behind that too. So no matter what you believe in, or what you call him, as long as you believe in him, I'm gonna support that. So
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And it's like, there was a movie, Play It Forward, about a little kid, and he did just that. And he had a school project, and he was killed in the end. But he left. It's a true story. But he left a legend. He was trying to help the homeless, and it was a project. They had to pick something to change the world, and this little boy picked to help out this homeless man by the train track. And he brought him in, snuck him in. Parents didn't approve. Then they said, yes, we can stay. Well, to make a long story short, this homeless man got out of being homeless, got a job, was thriving, successful. And then the whole idea is he now played it forward. And he did it now for someone. But if it wasn't for that little boy that was killed for doing that, taking that risk. And so it's really about just sharing and spreading the gifts and the love and the resources and knowledge that we have, and lift each other's up, right? We lift each other up, because we can't function without each other.
Absolutely.
Right?
100%.
We need each other. It's a team.
We do.
Yeah.
Can't get this. Trust me. MoChill's a team. We say it all the time. We express, that's part of our names we put in there, but MoChill, we have a different, I can go by Prince Julian, Sub-Zero on them, Chops, Side 916, Kyle from the camp, John Page from Boundless Records. I can keep going. I can just keep going.
Mr.
So many
G,
people.
DC
Mr. G,
Ray,
DC Ray. I even got to give a shout out to gosh, my name here now. I'm running them.
Kevin Caldwell.
Kevin Cobo. Yeah. Who else did we? So many different people out there that we just experienced that's a part of us. Yeah. Everybody at 97.5. You know what I'm saying? J King, all those people up there. Shout out to them. They've done things for. So like, it's a community. We're trying to. That's what life's all about. If you're doing this, we're trying to help and do people. So that's what we
bring everybody together.
Yeah, it's like building a bridge.
Yes.
We build a bridge across the other side.
Absolutely.
Together.
Yes. So and
like
before
a bridge over disturbed meadows.
Oh, troubled waters. Simon and Garfunkel.
Okay. And before we get to
have you seen Dewey Cox Walk Hard? He's like, they have a song. He's like where or a scene where he's like in India doing transcendental meditation with the Beatles.
It's a spoof.
He's like, well, I'm just sitting here. He's like with a sitar. He's like, George Harrison. I'm just sitting here. Well, my guitar softly whimpers.
It's a kind of a Johnny Cash.
It's a spoof
of
the music biopic.
Yeah. So he does a picture. So he does like, and so if you've seen Johnny Cash story, and you see that, be like, wait a minute, some similarities. So you kind of do. So it's really good though. It's good. It's funny.
Right. And they wrote the whole soundtrack. It's all original music with John C. Reilly singing. It's highly recommended from MoChill.
And speaking of which, your music, we also talk more about your music too. So, and we can put that and play. What we'll do is we'll have I think it's because we've been here talking so much. We think we have you come and do a takeover. So we'll have you play your music, and so you'll be the guest DJ and just play all your music for the whole hour, and all your music that you want to play, and we'll put that influence in for the hour.
Awesome.
So that'd be better. That way you make sure you put the music in there for you.
Yeah, because I just like people happy, healthy, and healed, and if music can do it, hey.
Absolutely. And so you won't be able to cover everything on the one show we're talking here. So I say you just come back and do an hour of your music. That way you have a takeover music, and you can just share all your sounds that you want to sing out there. And hey, this is my song. My song, or this song I sang of this person. It doesn't matter. So you can any song you want. That's great.
Yeah,
so,
I have a few in mind.
Yeah, see, there you go.
There's one with Tracy Chapman, Give Me One Reason. And there's one with Chris Isaac, Wicked
awesome.
Game.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
awesome.
there's Enrique Iglesias.
Enrique
Iglesias Hero.
So you can see, you can do those, and if you're singing it up, you can exactly. So you can sing those, and you can, if you want to do a live, when you can sing it on there too, we can do that also for you. So we'll do that. So that's something we'll have you come back because he can play guitar because that's also too what we do. Sometimes we'll on the spot do songs. So if you want to come any song in the middle, you can come up. We come up with a song and do that. And we're gonna start back doing it again. Yeah, and y'all missing that. If y'all wanted to bring that back, I'm telling y'all, people know we'll do that. So y'all got a shout out, and if y'all want him to play every time, trust me. And no matter what, if y'all want to win a date with him, y'all got it. I'll give you his phone number 916. I'm just go ahead.
You want to bid on the show?
That's awesome. That's awesome. And in the future, we can.
Absolutely. Please,
address that.
address anything. All your books. So before you guys get out of here, because like I said, it's so many things you guys are talking about. But the most important thing, because there's so many people, I don't want to lose sight of what you people coming in here, the message you guys want to tell to the people, how to find you guys, the website, and we're going to put everything on site too. Yeah. So it's not the only time you're coming in here and doing this, but I want to. It's important, the real message before we get out of here, to tell people and how to find you, and that's important right now.
Yeah, yes. Absolutely. So, so for people to come find me, they can go on both. There's two websites. Okay. So one is, you don't have to say www,
right.
But you go Yeshua. It's like you go Yeshua House of Israel.us.
Okay.
That's the art website.
Yes.
With I don't have the music on there.
Well, we can put it. Don't worry. You're gonna be back anyway. You're good. We're gonna put it in there. They're gonna be able to go to your link on the site to everywhere you got going. So we do that also too. Yes.
Okay, perfect. The other is YeshuaHouseofIsrael.org, which is the church website, which is just really just talking about the humanitarian work and what to do, and the mission of supporting health, housing, education, and safety for the homeless community and all the people. Okay. And then the third one I don't have memorized. It's for the actual shop online for the jewelry.
Okay. And we'll put that in the description.
And we'll put that in the descriptions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we'll put it in there
later.
Yeah. And
I'll probably text you when I'm editing right
they
now.
Get all the credit.
Absolutely. And before you said it, I know you had a question, so I know you were going to say something. I didn't want to go. Yeah. Go ahead, please. Go ahead. Add whatever you're going to add there, please.
One of the things I forgot to mention though is what got me through the hardest times in life is poetry.
Oh, nice. And she does poetry. That's awesome. Yeah.
He's very good.
Okay.
And so that's one of the things I use Facebook and Instagram for, as far as spreading the positive message in video format with photos. And
you write poetry? Okay, wait. What's your handle? And then you remember your first poem you wrote?
Do I remember what?
Do you remember your first poem you wrote?
Not my first one,
no?
But I...
Okay, do you have a short poem you can recite right now for us to tell the people? Yeah, please go ahead. Go right ahead. Yeah. Hey, I'll put you on the spot. I may even ask you to come sing or do that. I'm that guy to put you on the spot. So.
I've actually said stuff like that.
Please, yes.
In season and out of season.
Good. I love it. Let's do it. I love it because I write. So yes, please do.
Yeah, I got on spot. Here.
No worries. I'm gonna put you on the spot, so I do that.
Yeah, no, I like it.
I'm gonna get you to sing on the spot. So there we are. Yeah, I got you. So.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So this is called "Walking the Path, Unshaken Truth."
Okay.
I wasn't born to shrink, to fold myself into silence, just to keep the peace that poisons. I wasn't shaped by stars and struggle to tiptoe through life unseen. I was born to walk a wider road, the path of unshaken truth, not paved with comfort, but lined with light. I refused to dim. I wasn't made to be liked. I was made to be whole, to speak even when my voice shakes, to stand even when I stand alone. There were days I traded my truth for belonging, nights dimmed by light to warm those who would never hold me right. But I learned peace built on pretending is a prison in disguise. So now I walk in what is real, barefoot, maybe battered sometimes, but never bowed. Let the crowd misunderstand me. Let the noise pass me by. I was never meant for the shallow approval of the many. I was called to be sacred, walk of the few. And in my truth unsettles the world, then the world was never my compass. Because I was born to be genuine, to honor the calling etched into my bones, to live with purpose and to share the gifts and fire that made me who I am. Unapologetically, unshaken, true. Thomas Whitley, 2025.
It's awesome, man. I love it. I can turn it into a song.
Beautiful.
I heard that. I love that. No, I'm serious. And I actually hear that. I can hear a song. I can turn it into a song. So we'll talk.
You could turn into Elton
Yeah.
John's.
Yes, that's awesome.
Songwriter. You know, like find
Yes.
you
Yes.
two could be like Elton John and
So you do
the
that.
songwriter.
Yeah, because I write.
You could take a poem of mine that you like
Yes,
and turn into a song?
I can turn.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
he'll tell you. They call me the hook man.
He is the hook
I can
man.
write. I write write all any kind of anything. If you tell me what it is, I just listen to it, and I'll give you something similar to that term. I do it all the time because I've been doing it since I was a kid. So yeah. Yeah, so that's
Can't
my
turn it
talent.
off.
I can't, and yeah, I can't turn it off. He's right. I cannot turn it off. And so I sometimes don't.
He has to unplug from
Yes,
music.
I have to. I mean, I don't. I just totally don't listen to no music at all. Don't want to hear it at all because I can't. I'll just have to write. I just so yeah. That's my gift and curse too. So yeah.
That's a great gift.
So you
You all are talented, and then
Yeah.
everybody here.
Absolutely.
Has something to
Appreciate you.
contribute.
Yes, we do. And, and for me, it's always from men upstairs. I definitely appreciate it. And my mom
Yes.
looking down on me, hopefully, and
Adonai.
my grandmother. So yes.
Yes.
Adonai
Absolutely.
Eloheinu.
To
Yes.
give us that creativity,
Yes,
to give
absolutely.
us the patience,
Yes.
to give us
Yeah, I didn't
the
shade
strength,
today. Y'all know I look kind of rough today, but that's okay. Y'all got to give it. Y'all understand that. I don't care today. That's all right.
Come as you are. It's Shabbos.
Yes, my Shabbos day, my Sabbath day today. So y'all know, you know what I mean?
There you go. That's good.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
good.
So,
Yeah, that's
Shabbat
no, we
shalom to
we
all
appreciate
you
y'all.
out there.
Before y'all got it here, say shout out to everybody. We appreciate the love.
Yep.
Spread it. Y'all know what we do.
Yes.
Guys, please let them know.
Absolutely. I'm going to pass the word along, and I thank you so much, everyone here involved, to make this possible, this interview, for your wonderful questions and for what you had to share.
Thank you. We
And
appreciate
I look forward to off the cameras
Absolutely.
Yeah.
of learning more and receiving more from you on
Absolutely.
your experiences.
you. Absolutely.
And just this is a real blessing. So thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
We
for
feel the
coming.
same way. Thank you.
Yeah,
it was
MoChill
great.
is the best.
We definitely
And
appreciate. Hey,
we're
look,
blessed by y'all too.
all you guys, keep it going. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace.